Hi, my name is Mark Tracy, and I want to introduce myself. I'm declaring my candidacy for state representative for Rhode Island District 4. And I want my campaign to be innovative and different because I think politics and campaigning as usual isn't getting us to where we want to go. I'm hoping that this medium will allow us to communicate in the coming weeks and months about substantive issues and policy changes and reforms. But before we do that, I have to tell you a little bit about myself and why I'm running. And why now? Well, as a 9-year-old boy, my 43-year-old father had a massive heart attack and died. And it left my mother and I alone, my mother who didn't have a job, and we started receiving Social Security checks to help support us. So I know the value of the social safety net. My mother was a fantastic single mom who kept things together, found a job, and made a promise to me to send me to any college or university I could get into. And she worked very hard to honor that promise. Unfortunately for my mother, at the end of my freshman year, she was diagnosed with terminal colon cancer. She wanted two things. She wanted me to be sure that I stayed in school and didn't drop out, which was difficult with no surviving grandparents or siblings. And two, she wanted to die at home. Thanks to hospice care and a lot of hard work and commuting on my part, my mother was able to die at home. But when she was diagnosed, I was just an 18-year-old living here in Providence, and that's really how Providence became my full-time home. I'm running because I know what it feels like to be vulnerable and at risk, and I don't want other people to feel that way. And I see our politics failing those of us in society who are at risk, and that needs to change. I too have been horrified by the results of our 2016 election and activated by it. And that's why I wanted to get going and start campaigning right away, because I think there are a tremendous amount of things that we can do. I'm a successful businessman and an entrepreneur, and I have a very unique vision, and I want to bring that vision and entrepreneurial and business success spirit to progressive democratic politics here in Rhode Island. I think we're simply not doing enough for families and children in need. And I believe in honest and bold public service. We need representatives who bring fresh ideas from outside the culture of politics as usual, who are unconcerned about their own political future. I intend to bring my expertise to Smith Hill to build a more resilient Rhode Island in the absence of diminishing federal support or leadership. A Rhode Island that protects reproductive rights, champions inclusiveness, not just because it's the right thing to do, but because it's the smart thing to do for economic growth and to bolster a diverse and vibrant community. So I hope that this is just one of many conversations that we'll have. Please like our campaign on Facebook or at Mark Tracy RI on Twitter and Instagram, and I hope to talk to you again in the near future. Thank you for your time and hopefully for your support.